I am speaking today with Mark Baxa. He is President and CEO of the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals, CSCMP. And we are at CSCMP Edge 2021. Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Great. It's really good to be with you this morning.
Thanks for being with me. What's the vibe you get from this Edge 21? What's going on and what are people talking about?
Oh, there's quite a story here to be told. I think the overarching message is thanks for creating a forum where we can come back together and really do business, learn, and really network once again as supply chain professionals really like to do. The opportunity I believe that people have to solve critical problems in the supply chain will always be there. But right now there's such compression in the marketplace, just overall across the full spectrum of supply chain. People want novel and new ideas. They want to hear new concepts. They're looking for that glimmer of opportunity to help solve problems. And that's what we're doing here at Edge 2021.
What's it like to find your organization just at the center of everything after so many years of having to explain to people outside this industry just what the supply chain is? Suddenly it is topic A everywhere. That must be pretty kind of gratifying in a way? I don't know.
It is gratifying, but it's also tremendously humbling to know that you're such an important part of solving critical problems of today, but also for the future. It's great to have this, if you will, this nucleus or this center of expertise coming together. And it's not about CSCMP being the experts. It's about our members helping other members, because we're an organization that's built by members for members. CSCMP's administration and operations staff, we help facilitate that so members can do what they do best, educate one another and network to learn, grow, develop valuable relationships. But right now, in the time that we're in, people need CSCMP. They need our content, but we also need to come together with forums like this, and creating that environment for people to do that is really, really exciting.
And maybe I spoke too soon in saying that everybody knows what supply chain is, because it might, for some people, amount to just, can I get enough toilet paper and cereal on the shelves, without understanding truly what the supply chain is all about. So the mission, one of the missions of CSCMP over the years has been to get the word out, the importance of supply chain to the world. How are you getting the word out now?
We are taking advantage of so many different digital verticals and of course newsprint as well, but just really through our presence, and anywhere that we go and speak, we can talk to people. So that's everywhere from the high school all the way on up to forums like Edge, or even non-traditional settings to talk about the supply chain. And you're right, everyday consumers now, Bob, they understand supply chain. They know how to put those two words together from a standpoint of, is it available when I want it? Whether I buy it through e-commerce or I go to the store and take it off the shelf, if it's present or not, I'm immediately making a decision of not necessarily finding fault with the merchant if it's not there. Consumers are starting to say, supply chain problems. They understand supply chain.
To an extent.
To an extent. Well, to an extent.
The complexity of it probably eludes them.
Right. One other thing I'd say is I believe supply chain is now a household term. And that's a good thing long term. Here's why. We're sitting down with our kids at the table and we're having discussion about their future or thinking about careers, if we're parents, grandparents, anyone, just a cared friend of the family, whatever it might be. Now we have the opportunity for people to think about this as a career. What made this happen, or what were the problems? And maybe it's something I want to go figure out.
Yeah.
We have a tremendous opportunity now to really tell the story.
There you go. I mean, just the idea of getting the word out as to what an exciting career opportunity it is. Salaries are great, opportunities are great, but I'm not sure that kids at the level of high school or coming into college still are not fully aware of that. Is that the case? And if so, how do you ramp up your message and get those guys and women interested?
Well, there's always going to be the opportunity to share the story, whether it sticks or not. Probably, they say you have to hear it 3 times before it really sticks. And, high schoolers are very energetic. They're passionate about their friends, their relationships, and to some degree, their grades, maybe. Right? So getting the idea across so that there is a future, they know. And even if in the back of their minds, if they don't show it, they know they're thinking about their future. They have to be. So when you get the soundbite and you start talking about what a supply chain is, how you can advance supply chain career, having a supply chain career, I think it has stickiness now, because look at the schools, the universities and colleges that have supply chain programs. We're not having any trouble with enrollment. We're having trouble with making the numbers once they come out. We need more than what we can produce in terms of numbers.
What are you doing to promote diversity in this industry?
Oh, in 2019 at CSCMP, we made a deliberate and intentional decision to add a board seat focused on sustainability and supply chain. And that's not just environmental, that's economic, that's environmental and ethical supply chain. That's the 3 E's. And in that is the diversity of talent and the diversity and inclusion of people from all walks of life, everywhere and every perspective. All of that matters. We heard from Darcy at SAP and the Women's Leadership Forum on Sunday when she conducted a panel for us. The panel was very clear about the value diversity brings in terms of even competitive advantage, right? Creating diversity of thought means something that actually translates to benefits to society and to the business itself. So we're talking about now partnering with a number of different places, a number of different institutions at CSCMP. And our first major project was with MIT. We launched the State of Supply Chain Sustainability Study, and it's now in year 2. And we're really thrilled with that collaboration. We're recognizing leaders in the area through our award program as well. And now we're going to develop content. And this is not just, again, about environmental. It's about diversity, inclusion, ethical performance, and economic opportunity for everyone in the supply chain to participate. I think the future is really ours in supply chain, and we want to be a catalyst for that information and education.
Hey, Mark Baxa, thank you so much for sitting down with me at EDGE 2021 to talk about the big concerns, the mission, the aspirations of CSCMP. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
I've been speaking with Mark Baxa of the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals at EDGE 2021. Thank you very much for watching.